Young Turks and Ana Kasparian talk about Trump's recent, as they call it, implosion at a conference of black journalists. Let's just watch this together because the Young Turks, yeah, they get pretty crazy. By the way, you're watching Bring the Asteroid. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you like today's video, subscribe to the channel, comment, and we'll get right into it.
You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you?
Oof. Obviously a tough question. Donald Trump spoke before the National Association of Black Journalists and things got fiery. Not so great for Donald Trump. I think that he handled this event poorly, to say the least, and it appears that some in conservative media might even concede to that. Now, with that in mind, let's take a look at how he answered that question.
Well, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network.
Now, that is just some classic Trump that we love to see, just like absolutely crapping on the media and making jokes. That's the Trump we love.
And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country. I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act.
And for you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
Well, that went well. Curious what you thought about his response to, I will admit, it was a challenging question. Sure, you could even say maybe a little bit hostile, but I think it was an important question to ask him, especially if he's attempting to appeal to black voters. But what do you think, John?
It wasn't hostile. She just did a bullet point list of other insane things that he's done. And he decided the next time this happens, I want to make sure there's new material on the list. So let me rapid fire give you some more.
But John, be fair. She didn't even say, hello, how are you?
I almost want to play the tape back because I bet she did, but I also don't care. I mean, from start to finish, the lie about why they started late, it apparently was not the equipment issue. We could get into it perhaps, but that is not why they started late.
Yeah, I don't
Immediately
care.
saying it's a horrible, I've never been asked such a horrible, nasty question. You're an adult. What are you talking about? I don't care how nasty it is. How is that how you respond to it? And then the ABC, you're fake news, you're fake news. You should shut up. No one's ever been better for black people. I love black people. It's madness. It was sheer madness from floor to ceiling. The massive lies. He demonstrated in the first response every reason that people were saying he shouldn't have been invited in the first place. He hates black people and he hates journalists. So an organization of black journalists.
He's really saying that Trump hates black people. Come on. Let's be real here. I mean, this is just the classic Democrat lie that Trump hates black people, even though Trump has to admit and repeat thousands of times about how amazing black unemployment rate is and all these things, because Trump continues to try to pander to people that do not care what he does, do not care what he says. It's, I don't know why Trump does it, because he just wants to get the approval from these people who hate him no matter what. And that's proof that they'll hate him no matter what, because even though Trump statistically does help black people, these people still literally say that he hates them. There's no getting through to these people. So why does Trump even bother? I don't get it.
It seems like a difficult place for him to do well. And so to continually attack and then to tell a massive auditorium of black professionals I don't care what you think. I'm the best that you've ever had. How the
Yeah.
hell is that his place to say?
That is hilarious to say, actually.
At least get one of your black surrogates or something like that. Give them the order to go tell that lie for you or whatever. But for him to say that is madness. And I know we're going to get to a lot of elements of this. You could take the 10 most ridiculous things coming out of this, get rid of them, and we'd have material for a half hour on this. This is one of the worst appearances he's ever had in his life.
Yeah, I think that he squandered an opportunity. Like if he actually was strategically minded, he would be aware and he would expect this kind of questioning to happen, to occur. Again, the event was specifically for the National Association of Black Journalists. He knows that there has been a lot of concern about his rhetoric and statements about people in the Black community. And so he should have been prepared for this, and he should have seen it as a strategic opportunity to kind of change his messaging. But he totally fumbled, and he fumbled again and again and again. The entirety of the interview was about 34 minutes. So we can't show you all of the times that he fumbled, but these were the elements of his statements that like really stood out to me. So let's get to immigration and what he refers to as black jobs.
And a lot of the journalists in this room I know and I have great respect for, a lot of the journalists in this room are black. I will tell you that coming from the border are millions and millions of people that happen to be taking black jobs. You had the best.
What exactly is a black job, sir?
A black job is anybody that has a job. That's what it is. Anybody that has a job.
All right.
And
That is just a funny answer. How can you hate on that?
they're taking the employment away from black people. They're coming in, they're invading. It's an invasion of millions of people, probably 15, 16, 17 million people. I have a feeling it's much more than that. And everybody's been seeing what's happened. The first group of people, the black population, is affected most by that.
Hey, don't scroll away. Come back.
Oh, come on, Cenk. Come on, Cenk.
I mean, it makes me uncomfortable on pretty much a daily basis, but that's the definition. What are you going to do about it? He's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. The point that he wants to make, you could make if he wasn't a dumb bigot, but he's unfortunately both dumb and a bigot. And so he's going to have a lot of trouble with that.
Imagine being a grown man and just calling another man a dumb bigot. I mean, that's pretty fruity to say.
I love, in particular, I love when he'll be like, there's 15, 16 million. So he'll take the actual number or whatever that most people agree on. He'll add millions to it. And then that's not good enough. He'll then say, and I think it's even more than that. No, you already baked in more than that. That's what you did. The issue that he had, and you talked about how this could be a strategic opportunity to talk about these things. He could do that. He could respond to even the aggressive questions and be like, you know what? I've said things that didn't end up being true. And I have been combative with reporters. And, I have a number of failings, but I want to be clear. I may be combative with people, but I have respect for, April Ryan. And I have respect.
Okay, I'm just going to cut him off right there because, again, what will that do for Trump? Trying to appease these people, it's quite literally an impossible task. Don't waste your time and energy on it. Trump should be spending his time and energy securing his voter base and actually looking at the issues that conservatives really want and care about and not appeasing journalists that hate his guts no matter what. I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.